Buzz's Retirement Garage, our January 2025 Social Security update. What are we doing and why are we doing it? Well, in 2023, near the end, I retired with the thought of probably the next few years not spending more than what we receive in from Social Security. My savings account wasn't as great as I wanted it to be. I didn't really want to go to work part-time, although I'm still playing with that idea. We started the YouTube channel in December of 2023, and I do have a video out that shows how much I made for 2024 for YouTube. So I will link that into the description of this video. But we wanted to see if we could go a full year without touching the bank account, and we were unsuccessful, but not by much. If you can see the bottom of the screen, in 2024 we outspend Social Security by $892. So we were under $1,000, which I'll take any day of the week. We do have savings. We do have stocks in the stock market. We do have money market funds. We do have different things, but not at a level that I want to be at, that I'm comfortable being at. So this January, some things changed. I turned 65, which means I got off the ACA and onto Medicare. So that was great. My wife has been on Medicare for 2 years now. So we didn't have ACA for her. She was already on Medicare, which was a good thing. And like I said, I just got on in January. So let's run down the numbers real quick. There's November, December, and January. So as you can see, in 2024, November, we were minus 1134. So obviously the months previous, we had a plus surplus going into November. So that 1134 was mostly to do with shopping for Christmas, right? We also got lucky on some on our entertainment. We had a negative 917, which means it was a plus. So the number down here could have been worse, but if it's under 892 for the entire year of 2024, like I said, I'll take that any day. Now, caveat here, we didn't have any major expenses, I would call major expenses, in 2024. I already know that this coming year I have to put steps up, which I got one quote, side steps. I want to get sandstone steps, and I got one quote for $2,500 already. So I already know I'm going to have a struggle. I'm going to have a bit of a struggle in 2025 to keep things within reason, but let's see how it goes. So December, we were a plus 189, I'm sorry. So that was pretty good. And in January, things changed. In January 2025, things changed a bit. So property taxes, I just got our new property tax bill, and it's $461 a month. I pay that twice a year. And that went up, obviously, from $450. Now, I will be filing, as soon as I file my taxes, I'll be filing for a Homestead Exemption Act, which will take $25,000 off the retail price of home and property. So that'll help us get back down to, hopefully back down to this $450 level for the next 6 years. We'll see how that goes. House insurance stayed the same at $68. Water was $26. Natural gas $165. Little bit high, but that's the way it goes. Electricity $106. Even with the LED Christmas lights, I had quite a few Christmas lights, and being LED, it didn't affect the electrical too much, but that number should start going down now that we're not putting too many lights out. I do have them on my garage still behind me. Universal Life $209. That's $200,000 on me. So when Mrs. Buzz puts the pillow over my face, she'll get 200 grand. I got 100 grand on her, and we have a small policy for my daughter as well. Auto insurance, $56 through State Farm. I'm insuring my 2018 Mazda. And Medicare now, And remember, it was 175, and I round up a little bit, right? 175, 175 now with the increases, and me, happy birthday, Buzz, 65. Now we're at 370 because it's 185 each, right? Plan N, she was on it at $89, 89. Now she got it lowered, hers got lowered, Plan N. I went on Plan N. Mine's around 91, 92, so our total cost is now 172 for supplemental Plan N as in Nancy. Plan D, we do have the Plan D drug prescription. I wanted to throw this on there because even though it's zero cost for us through WellCare, people ask me once in a while, hey, what are you doing about Plan D? Did you get it? You don't show it. So I wanted to show it. It's something you should take. Otherwise, you can get penalized in later years, and you could talk to the experts on that. But get the Plan D. For us, it's at zero cost. For her, it was last year was zero cost. This year, it's zero cost for me and her, and that's through WellCare. Medicare.gov gives you all that information, or talk to your local agent to get some help on that if you need it. Dental, both of our policies increased. She's through Delta Dental. Mine's through a United Healthcare plan that I had when I was on the ACA. I kept that. They raised it $1. Hers got raised up a little bit more. So we're now at $91 combined for both of us. A combined price of $91. The ACA with the GAP plan actually is $195, $195, and now of course that's zero. Cable, $134, $150, $150. Now Mrs. Buzz tells me that we're going to go to YouTube TV as soon as she wipes some stuff off the DVR, and we're going to switch to YouTube TV. She keeps promising me, so then our cost will be around, what, $90 or something like that. So that'll be a nice savings right there. So crossing my fingers and my toes. Internet, $42. It's $41.70 with taxes. I rounded up to $42 with T-Mobile. So I got the T-Mobile 5G plan. It's working out pretty good for my area. It's not too bad. I know some people, doesn't work for them depending on the area that they're in, but for us it works pretty good. We do have the UMA landline. It's actually through the internet, so it's not technically a landline like an AT&T would be, or the old Ohio Bell, if you remember them. So UMA, it was $7 in November because we just had the regular plan, which was all you're doing is paying taxes. It's actually no cost to have that line. But we ported over our home number, which we had for 30 years. We ported that number over. We ended up paying $18. It's 17 and change because the device they give you is an answering machine. We don't pick up the phone. And with the $7 plan, it doesn't answer where you can hear it, who's on the phone. So for the $18 plan, you can hear who's on the phone and you can decide to pick it up or not, right? Yeah, that's how they get you. But so it's an extra $10 basically to have that feature. So we were paying $20 through Cox Cable. We saved $2. I'm of the, nobody calls us on it. I'd rather just do cell phones, but happy wife, happy life, right? So our two cell phones are with T-Mobile. The Magenta over 55 plan. We don't have the fancy one, but it's unlimited. It works out well for us, and it's $64 for both phones, tax, title, and license. Gas for car, we run about $25, $26, $27, depending where we're going, but that's about average for us, $27. So restaurants, we had my birthday, right? And then we also had a celebration for January 1st. We had a celebration with some family that was in town at the local Chinese restaurant. So our bill was a little bit higher, $280 in January. Where we did have some savings, which I know a lot of people have been watching me on this over the course of the 2024. Our grocery bill, we're doing a little bit better. We're at $9.62, and that's basically just food items. Now she's gluten free, so you know if you're gluten free or you have to shop for gluten free products, you know that they're crazy expensive. And they're hard to make at home. I mean, it's not real simple to make them at home. You can, like pancakes and stuff, you can use, you know, gluten-free flour and all that, and that's easy. But some other things are a little bit more difficult. At 8.59, and then in January, we dropped that to 7.80. So we're trending pretty good there. We still think we can improve, but we'll see how it goes. Paper, plastic, and soap. So our non-edibles, unless you eat the Tide Pods or whatever, the kids still do that. 43, 27, 53 for January. Paper towels and all that good stuff, right? Pet products, 180, 147, and 232. I did buy Tractor Supply is where I get my pellets for cat litter at $7 a bag, and then I get my bird seed. I only buy it when it's on sale. So I bought I bought 2 bags on sale, saved $4, $2 per bag. Not a great sale. Sometimes it's $4 per bag, but I like getting it from Tractor Supply. It's the cheapest I found. Cheaper than Costco, cheaper than Sam's Club. I haven't checked Walmart, but Tractor Supply does a really good job with that. Home products, 511, 81, 54. The home products, the 511 was because when I had to replace a module on my furnace. That was the biggest maintenance item that I had. I had no car maintenance per se. I had no big maintenance things, but our brain on our furnace, train furnace, went out, and the cost of the module and the repairman gave us a pretty hefty one for November, and then 81 at 54 January. Entertainment. We talked about 917 negative, which means I won some money, so we got to take 917 off. Last month 104, 168 this month, which includes we're going to the Home and Garden show on Sunday, and a couple other things in there. And then miscellaneous, the 2,146 in November because of Christmas shopping. That put a dent in us pretty good. 320 and 224 for January. So if you look at the numbers now, our 2025 in 2024, our combined Social Security was 3783 gross. Okay, that's before any deductions or anything else. So 3783. Now it's 3876, right? Because there was a 2.5% increase, I believe it was. So mine's 2585, hers is 1291 as it stands right now. So for January, we got about $60 ahead. So we can basically call it even. So we're about $60. Last month it was a plus 189. So we're trending so far, just January, but we're trending good for January. Let's see how we do in February. I know I got the $2,500 for steps, but I'll do them myself. So that cost will be cut down a little bit, I'm sure. But who knows what else is going to pop up. The other side of that, and I'll do a little market thing. I'll do a video on our investments. I usually do that every 3 months. And we can see what I'm into. Some of the market has gone pretty good. I'm into a lot of income dividend funds. So it's been working out pretty good for us. We don't have a lot, but at least it's in a positive direction. So that's good. So that's where we're at right now. 2024, remember, we were down about $900. So far, we're only $60 ahead for January. I'm hoping this is going to be a good year, and cross our fingers and cross our toes, like I said. YouTube income last year, again, I'll post a video, was around 18 grand. So that was good. This month, January, I should say January, it is the lowest I've had in 13 months. So we'll barely crack $800. for the month of January. But every little bit helps, right? Anyway, Buzz's Retirement Garage. We'll see you in February.